TitleMatchNetwork.com.
Changes here in the 20-minute arena with a little bit of class and elegance, pomp and circumstance, courtesy of a man who considers himself timeless. In the ring, you're looking at Percival and Vanessa, the associates, and I don't think they're going to get a very high grade of 10 from the Philadelphia judges. You see the emergence of Crowbar back in the original era of Extreme. He was better known as Dangerous Devon Storm, but even very young into his pro wrestling career, he challenged the likes of Taz, Sabu, on down.
Introducing first, he's accompanied to the ring this evening by Percival and Vanessa, weighing in at 232 pounds. The timeless one, Crowbar!
Crowbar's not just dangerous, he's also intelligent as well. He's an individual who, with his extensive knowledge of physical therapy and chiropractic, he can break you down, he can build you up, he can do some serious damage and hurt you. And is not afraid to throw caution to the wind and risk hurting himself.
And his opponent, making his way down the aisle, coming to us from Pepper Pike, Ohio, weighing in at 220 pounds, Dastardly Danny Doring!
Great athlete and somebody who stood the test of time in the land of Extreme. And no personal issue here that I'm aware of between him and Crowbar. Danny described them both as frenemies a little bit earlier on this afternoon. They've broken bread together, their families have broken bread together, but again, when you get into the ring, you hold nothing back because it's all about victory. It's all about respect. It's all about pride. It's all about who can be the better man on this day. It is a fiercely competitive locker room, and nobody goes half-assed. Nobody wants to phone it in. That's what this legacy was built on, not just with these two men, but everyone on the card tonight. Calanovo tie-up, Crowbar backs Doring into the corner. Swing and a miss, Doring comes out on the other side, knife edge chop. That may have just served to wake Crowbar up more than anything. Both men very tentative, moving in slowly against one another. That speaks to the respect both these men have for one another. They don't want to make a mistake. They don't want to rush it. They know they're in there with their physical equal in so many ways. And Doring, a second time, ducks Crowbar's offense and fires off a chop. Crowbar in the midsection, firing away. Hits a knife edge. Both these men are looking for a weakness. Feeling one another out. Crowbar the knee as he caught Doring's momentum coming in. Second time, knee to the midsection. Caught him in full that time. And again, when you think about Crowbar's practice in body alignment and therapy, he knows the pressure points, the tendons, the ligaments. He knows the weak bones, he knows the strong bones. He knows the weak muscles, he knows the strong muscles. He knows what to hit to bring you to your knees as Doring down the lateral press for 2. Doring look ahead, flex, nicely done. Who could forget Doring's time hanging out with the likes of Miss Congeniality? Whatever happened to her? Some of Doring's signature maneuvers. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Oh, man, no thank yous given as those chops continue to get more ferocious as time goes on. And Crowbar sent up and over to the outside. Doring put all the force in his body behind it. Himself coming down after falling forward. And, Doring went to dive to the outside, but Crowbar, throwing his associate Percival in harm's way. That's a big guy. We saw that man physically manhandle Facade this afternoon at Battlegrounds Born to Die. And on the other side, that's Vanessa getting involved. And Crowbar takes advantage of the distraction. Crowbar has Doring set up very awkwardly, precariously, and wrenches the neck of Doring across that ring cable. Keep in mind we talked about that steel wire in there. Crowbar knows it, trying to jar the neck of Doring, which will compromise so much of his mobility. Face first to the buckle. And Doring a second time, getting the scenic tour of the arena. As Crowbar looks to spring in. No, hangs Doring up. Crowbar in with a crossbody, 2 count only. And many of these fans are very impressed by the risks Crowbar is willing to take, and that's why he considers himself timeless. It's like he lives in a vacuum. He doesn't age. He's put so much wear and tear on his body, but you wouldn't know it. You wouldn't see it. I don't know if Crowbar feels it. Doring's feeling it. Feeling the brunt of every bit of that. And Doring went to fire back, but Crowbar, that neutralizer of the eyes, he's watching his Shane Douglas tapes. Now sternum first into the buckle. And Doring, look at Cobra clutch. Looking to finish this, no. Crowbar can sense himself in danger, drop toe hold. And now submission attempt. Doring able to adjust and have the offensive advantage, almost a Rings of Saturn. Another Extreme original. Doring sends Crowbar for the ride reversal. And Crowbar is really, caught him with a Rydeen bomb. He took him sky high. And you see the submission. That bow and arrow attempt. Crowbar cranking back. Pressure to the shoulders, to the arms, to the legs that are grapevine. Doring has nowhere to go, but will not submit. Crowbar, those cross faces. Those are shades of Taz. And a camel clutch, shades of Sabu. Many extreme legends being honored, either by proxy, coincidence, or intentional. And Doring hung up on that rope again. Crowbar soaking in the moment, and we're going to take a chance and drop down with a leg on the back of the neck. Doring had nowhere to go. His neck snapped off the bottom ring cable. Crowbar firing away. Those knife edges have been a lethal weapon for both men, really, but especially Crowbar. Action spilling throughout the arena floor as Crowbar is scaling the steel guardrail. Crowbar drops down with a Vader bomb. Caution to the wind. Doesn't care about any damage done to his body as long as the damage done to Danny Doring. Cover in the ring. Doring kicks out. Second time hooks the leg now. Shoulders down. Two again. Crowbar trying to make Doring expend as much energy as possible with these repeated kickouts to these tight covers. Another pinfall attempt, but Doring escaped once more. Doring trying to get back into this thing. Feed off this crowd or maybe just psych himself up. I told you earlier, he was meant to hold nothing back. Crowbar weak in the knees. Doring maybe packing the heavier punch. Crowbar's dazed. Can Doring follow up? No. Crowbar lands on his feet in a manner of speaking and a double thrust. Shades another former ECW champion, Superfly Jimmy Snuka, but Doring's to his feet. Danny Doring daring Crowbar to fire off with his best shot. In for the ride, clothesline connects. And a second time. Danny Doring's feeling the momentum. Crowbar puts the brakes on and hits the outside of the waiting, consoling arms of Percival. And with an insurance policy that large on the outside, with Doring! Somersault Centaur takes them both out. Crowbar back in the ring first, but he may not be aware of it. Doring took a lot out of Crowbar and Percival, but may have taken just as much out of himself, and now Doring maybe getting a little upset. Danny Doring the chair. straight to the midsection. And to the spine. Danny Doring. Face first, goes Crowbar into the chair. Caught the stroke. And that should have been it. From the outside, Vanessa. Interrupt, you gotta believe, would have been a surefire 3 count. And Doring and Vanessa go eye to eye. And Doring, he won't discriminate. Anybody gets in his business, they'll feel the wrath. Wait, Crowbar from behind. Doring counters. Oh, Crowbar! Just nailed Vanessa on accident. Doring drops Crowbar in the back of his head. The Dastardly Ones got this one, but Percival from the blind side, the referee's with Vanessa. And it's Doring fighting Crowbar and his entourage. Here comes Percival. Splash in the corner. Crowbar, Northern Lights, on the chair, with a bridge. Crowbar wins it.
Here is your winner, the timeless one, Crowbar!
Well, a win that will stand the test of time in the record books. Crowbar actually scores 2 victories in the same building on the same day, in a building this historic, that's big. If you missed Battleground Born to Die, you can find that on Title Match Network as well. But right now, tribute to the Extreme 2. Crowbar bests Danny Doring. And the Timeless One, give him credit. He's living up to his namesake. Doring seems upset by that result, but you can't change the past at this point. But Crowbar back in the ring, and it's anybody's guess what we'll get here. That respect, that friendship's still there. Even after Crowbar took a shortcut. Well, several shortcuts.
Can I pull back the curtain for just 10 seconds? Is that okay? He was part of Team Taz. I was a miscellaneous job guy in their original ECW. That's what I was. We never talked. We never hung out. Never. One time, so chance would have it, we flew back from Atlanta and we sat next to each other. From that moment on, this guy is not just a wrestling acquaintance. He's not a professional. This guy is my brother, and I am so honored. Thank you to Tim Embler back there. I can't thank you for allowing me to share what I love doing more than anything, especially when it's with someone you love.
Well, they say
Thank you guys, this felt great.
They say the ones you love always hurt you the most, and Maybe that was the case of Crowbar doing to his friend what he knew his friend would not do to him. Either way, Crowbar is the victor tonight, and his journey into the future as the Timeless One continues. And so does Tribute to the Extreme 2. So much great stuff still to come.
A tribute to the Extreme 2, brought to you tonight by Title Match Network. South Philly, are you having a good time? As our star-studded spectacular continues with this next bout set for one fall.
TitleMatchNetwork.com